Hey guys, it's Villain Theory, and guess what? Despite all the UK delays, we have Jubilee, and I am super excited. This is all thanks to Bruno Beretti, who sent us Iceman as well. So a huge thank you. What an absolute legend. I am super appreciative, and I'm really excited to play this on camera for you guys. Jubilee, as you can see, she can exhaust to generate a wild resource, which is going to be necessary to do a lot of fun things with her. Her coat and sunglasses, which we'll go more into in the game, but basically they reward us for playing events with different resources. But her resources herself, themselves also reward you for that. As you can see here, this is her attack event. If you pay for it with different resource types, you get to stun an enemy. So we'll go through that in gameplay. The deck here is really fun. It's called Going Nuclear. I wasn't that excited for Jubilee originally. I thought, boring character, fireworks, whatever. Well, apparently her power can get so strong, it's basically an atomic blast. So, yeah, this deck is called Going Nuclear, and we are using Hone Technique. As you might have heard on our recent podcast and things, I don't think this is optimal for solo play in most circumstances, but it's really fun. So this deck maybe would do a little bit better in multiplayer, and it's definitely not an optimized deck. This is not a Ronin Slayer, but I think it will be really fun. So we're using Hone Technique and using her wilds and things to be able to, pay for that and hit the mental sort of requirement easier. And if you don't know what Hone Technique does, basically we get to add extra damage onto our aggression attack events equal to their cost, which is going to be very powerful because we're running full body charge, which is a 4-cost event. And this does 8 damage. With Hone Technique, it's 12 damage. With our sunglasses, we can basically potentially get 16 damage out of this card, which is going to be really fun. And that's kind of the inspiration for the deck. Now, it is expensive. It's not, again, super optimal, but huge damage is just really fun. And I don't mean full body charge is not really what Jubilee's known for. So I'm going to interpret this as she's using her full body to charge her fireworks. Or maybe she is just tackling people down. We also have melee, which maybe fits the tackling people down theme here, which is just going to work really well with Hone Technique. Again, a bit better in multiplayer, but it will work really well against the 4 Horsemen as well. We've got some resource generators, martial prowess for attacks. You guys should know this one is from wave 1. We've got X-Jet, generates a wild. This is, X-Men's Quinn Carrier. And X-Gene, which she comes with some more copies of, which I was pleasantly surprised to find. So that's very good. A bit different with this deck, we are not going with the double resources, Strength, Energy, Genius, because she wants different types. So 2 of one type isn't as useful, but we do have the Parent All of Us and Power of Aggression here to help pay for our things. And I also forgot to show off Multi-Talented, which is a new event she comes with as well. This one is, where's the camera? Here we go, guys. It will deal 2 damage, remove 2 threat, and heal us for 2 if we pair the right resources. Now, as a basic event, Hone Technique doesn't work with this, but what does work with it is our Jubilee's coat and sunglasses and all that stuff. So that's going to be really fun. That's going to help us cover any falling we need. So that's the deck. We're looking for Hone Technique first. Any resource generators is a bonus, maybe some allies so we can survive early on. But we're going to try to employ the Iron Man strategy, which is stay Alter Ego for a turn. And that is because of Jubilee's special action on the back here, which lets her find her side scheme and how that interacts with her side scheme. But I'm going to show you guys that in gameplay. So let's start to set this up. I'm going to skip most of the setup, but just to show you guys, we have to put these in a random order and reveal them in a row. So I'm actually going to close my eyes now. Please don't drop a card. And we're going to go with this order. Top is going to be number 1 on the left. Whatever's on the bottom will be on the right. Opening my eyes. Oh no, we're starting with War, who gets rid of an upgrade. But if we're staying Alter Ego, that's actually really good. I should say we're playing on Expert, so I need to flip all these over, but we'll keep that order just fine. So that's all right. And actually, if we're starting Alter Ego, that 1 scheme is going to be just fine. That actually maybe works out in perfect order to alternate, but I know the encounter cards are going to mess that up. We also have to, as part of the setup here, aside from shuffling the Horsemen and revealing them in a row, we have to place, each player reveals a random side scheme. So here are the side schemes from the set that we have to reveal. And we're going to shuffle those again. And also, I should say, we're using different modulars here. I love to change up the modulars. And I don't know if this is going to be easier or harder than normal for Horsemen, if I'm honest. We're using the Brotherhood modular because I wanted Jubilee to fight some classic, mutant enemies. And we've also got Arcade, which is the new modular set. So our random side scheme is a Time of Famine. That is going to be fine. The other ones will get shuffled into the deck. Arcade, just to show you the new modular very quickly, we have this person who cannot take damage when a side scheme is in play, and they bring in a trap side scheme, which is a new type of one here. And yeah, it's a side scheme modular set, basically. So hopefully we'll see some of this as we go. Right, I'm going to set this up, and then we'll fly into the gameplay. So guys, I think we're ready to start. I'm just going to give this another shuffle. Everything has just been shuffled. There's 6 threat on the side scheme, none on the main. They have 12 health. I have a measly 9, which doesn't seem fair. So that's all super, super random. Let's get our opening hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got Hone Technique, 2 Hone Techniques in our opening hand. That's good, though. And Blinding Flash. Blinding Flash is like the best card against these guys like in the game. It stuns and confuses multiple targets. I want to go greedy looking for doubles so I can play Hone Technique and Blinding Flash here. Wanted to say Alter Ego for a turn so we can get our shopping spree side scheme going. You guys will kind of see what I mean there in a second. But Blinding Flash is too good. Show me some doubles. Wow, 1 or 2? Okay, one of them doesn't actually work on the cards we have here. But it's pretty funny that we got a Paranormal of us and a double. So let's just check they've actually got the resources. This will all pay for Hone Technique. This will help pay for Blinding Flash. That's perfect. Second double would have been better, like Parent Aggression, something like that, but this is fine. Let's start the game using our Alter Ego action to find Shopping Spree and put it into play. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme by heroes or allies. How do you do it? Well, you can use supports, but mainly it's this Alter Ego action on here. Exhaust your identity, remove 1 threat. Any player can trigger, which is really, really fun in multiplayer. You can make sure the right person gets the really, really powerful item, like Bishop and his uniform, because I should have said the when defeated effect does bring in an item from your deck or discard pile. We're angling for our sunglasses. Then we're going to do exactly what I said. We're going to spend these on Hone Technique. We do meet the mentor requirements. And then we're going to... Normally I want to exhaust here, take this down to 1. Stay Alter Ego next turn, exhaust with its special Alter Ego action to remove threat, take it out again, get the sunglasses, flip down, take care of the board. But because of the way our hand worked out here, we're not doing that. So I'm going to flip down, use Jubilee's ability to exhaust to generate a resource, then spend these other ones. Effectively, we spent 3 different resource types, and for Blinding Flash, this free cost event. It means we choose X enemies where X is the number of different resource types, 3, use to pay for this event, stun and confuse each of them. This is one of the reasons I wanted Jubilee to play against the Horsemen, because I think that's kind of crazy. How's that stun token standing up? There we go. We didn't do any forwarding, but we do have Hone Technique and 6 status cards on the board, so I think that's a pretty good turn 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 5, because we're in hero form. I didn't stay down as I planned to. Got to adapt to the hand you're dealt. Isn't that true in all things? Okay, I've got full body charge here, which I kind of want to play. It's not going to leave me short a resource if I do it right. Let's see what the encounter cards do, because we are adding 2 threat. I have no forwarding really here, I don't think. Yeah, raw damage. Aggression deck against a scenario that starts with a lot of threat with a side scheme oriented modular. So this could be very bad. They are stunned for us. First encounter card is Under Fire. Great. This is basically 2 encounter cards. So we do the unrevealed effect first, which is Pestilence. Give her a tough. We heal her 2, but she's at full health, so not super worried about that. Then she activates against us, so that stun is gone. Okay. What's the next one? So then we do the actual surge. It's advanced. Well, the confuse is there, so somehow we absolutely completely tanked the Under Fire like a pro. That was amazing. Let's get some momentum going. Yeah, let's use Plasmoid Energy for Martial Prowess. Gonna exhaust Martial Prowess and Jubilee and spend these other 2 cards here. So Jubilee's Wild is going to be a mental. Martial Prowess is going to be wild. Martial Prowess is going to be a physical. Yeah, basically we hit all the resource types, even though we don't have our glasses out to make that truly matter. You guys will hopefully see that by the end of the game. Regardless, full body charge is 8 damage. Hone Technique increases its damage by its cost because we use the mental to pay for it. So it's dealing 12 damage. We are going to wipe War off the map. That's 25% of the scenario. Done. That seems fine. None of these villains actually successfully activated, right? So we're just going to stay here in this form, I think. Let's ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 2 firecrackers. Cool. We are getting a lot of momentum here. If nothing goes horribly wrong, we did just have Under Fire. If I pull Shadow of the Past now, I'm not going to be happy. 2 more threat goes in the main, which is a worry. He's then activating, it's free. Oh, we're going to have to get rid of Martial Prowess here from his ability. Should I have gone Alter Ego? But I know what my cards are now, let's just run with it. 3, 4, 5. I'm hurting, guys. And his response means I have to ditch an upgrade or support. Definitely not getting rid of Home Technique. Then it moves to Pestilence. The encounter card is Toad. Toad is coming with 3 hit points. We are not worried about that at all. Do I just... I can't double Firecracker now unless I exhaust it. I don't really want to. You know what, guys? We're going to spend our whole hand here on Wolverine, because A, that's efficient use of our hand, and it leaves us unexhausted because we didn't need that wild resource. What he can do, which is also efficient, is perfectly, for 3 damage, take out Toad. We'll then go Alter Ego, which will fully heal up Wolverine. His response, which I'll show you guys, is a new card. After you change to Alter Ego, you get to remove, heal 3 damage. So he's super healthy. We're going to exhaust to take one of that threat off the shopping spree finally, and hope the Confuse does enough to stop the scheme going crazy for now. And we drop to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we get? Okay, a good mixture. We've got Melee, which is good. Mortalité, Professor X. Cool. Let's go for the villain phase now. 2 more threats up to 6. It's halfway, and I found no thwarting for any of this stuff. A little bit scary. The villain is Confused, making good use of those. The encounter card is a side scheme with Crisis. Oh no. Could be worse. When defeated, we get Confused, which is going to make the main scheme very difficult to deal with. We're also still at low health. We're at 4 hit points, which is not good. How do we make this work? I can exhaust to get either my coat or my sunglasses. I wanted the sunglasses, but this is kind of dicey. I think I need to play Professor X here because of the threat situation. So let's say I just spend those cards on him. I'm then not left with a ton that I can do. This might just be a really slow turn, guys, just to try and get some momentum back. Yeah, we're going to use 2 cards here to play Ironheart. Drawing. Ooh, Parent All of Us. We could keep Melee. I think that's good. Home Technique and Parent All of Us for Professor X. He's going to choose to confuse or ready us, actually. That's a really interesting conundrum. So, readying us, if we get rid of this, lets us heal up, or it lets us remove 2 more threat, which is starting to... Or let us remove our Confuse. Honestly, guys, I think we have to do that. So, I'm going to exhaust. Takes out shopping spree, and that's going to find sunglasses or not. Let's go for sunglasses. I really think we can win pretty quick if we get them. There they are. So they get put into play by the when defeated effect on shopping spree. Give it a little shuffle. Then we will play Professor. Then we'll flip hero form. Then we'll play Professor X with those resources we assigned. That readies us up with his ability because we have the X-Men trait. He's going to fall for free. Get rid of this. I get confused, so I exhaust to get rid of it. Let's just do that so we don't have to mess around. Wolverine's going to cleave through this tough. Schnicked. Down to 9. Takes 4 Horsemen to try and stop us, and they're not doing the best job right now, despite the turn 1 under fire. Ironheart has 2 consequential on her, which I'm pretty sure I meant to just put on Wolverine. We played her this turn, so... She is going to... Well, she be on, she's going to just make that main scheme a little bit safer. We're going to hold Melee here. We can deal a lot of damage now next turn. We ready up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more threat onto the main. Do not like this. It's at 7. We are then getting attacked by Pestilence, which is going to blank our box, which is not ideal, but fine. So Professor X will defend. He's attacking for 2. Just 2. Well, Professor X almost made it. We are blanked now. Active counter moves over to Death. In counter card time. Gang up. I'm so glad it says the villain in each minion, not all enemies, because I got... For a moment there, my heart just went. And I was like, no, please, no. That doesn't work like that here, does it? Use a lot of standard 3 with these guys. So we're safe. So death activated, but because of stunned, actually, surprise, they didn't activate. We have fine active counter still hasn't moved. We've made a great use of these status cards, and they've really kept us in the game here because these guys have been brutal. Let's look at our hand. In an ideal world, I want a Flash of Light and melee, and I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, I can do that. That's really, really good. We're going to get forwarding and tons of damage, and it makes me feel good and happy. Flash of Light and Power of Aggression for melee. It's going to be 6 damage and 6 damage. And then because of our sunglasses, because we spent, this is a wild, it means it can be anything. We basically spend 3 different resources on melee. Double wilds can kind of, choose which one is which. That is in the rules. That's 9 damage. Well, it's 6, 6, and 3. Which to me sounds like we'll put 6 here from melee. 6 here from melee. And then 3 here from exhausting our glasses. We are about 2/3 of the way there, guys. Oh no, we're blank. We're blank, so I cannot Flash of Light. I missed that. That's fine though, because I saved our cheapest card for a reason. We can just play X-Gene now, no problem. Maybe I should have exhausted to fort or something before I flipped down. I think I'm going to say I did that, just to try and keep things safe in an emergency. Wolverine will say he forted it as well, because I rushed ahead a bit. So that's another 1 threat gone from the main. Then I flip down. His response heals him. Everything's back to where it should be. Sorry, guys. I'm going to make the excuse that it's really hot here as well. Hopefully, despite a couple of little rewinds, the rules have not been missed or messed up. Picked a difficult one for my second gameplay video. My first one's pretty tricky as well with a special challenge. 4, 5, 6 cards. We're ending our turn. We've just readied everything up. Melee is here and melee is here. I think we win if we don't lose, which might sound obvious, guys. Let's add 2 threat to the main scheme. That's up to 7 now. Then they are confused. So we've used all of our luck there. So our encounter card is Mutant Terrorist. Search for the Brotherhood side scheme. I hate that side scheme, but I don't mind it at this point right now where I think we're about to win. I maybe should have mapped it out. Maybe I'm celebrating too soon. Shouldn't, set off the fireworks just yet. So that enters play. Hinder 2, which means it comes in with 5 total. Each Brotherhood of Mutants minion gains Quick Strike. Haven't seen those much yet, really, honestly. Hazard Icon. Can we win here? Can we win here? We're no longer blanked, by the way. That goes away at the end of the villain phase. Oh, we can definitely win here, guys. This has been really good. Are you ready for this? I wish I had Grand Finale, because that seems like the proper card to end games with. Yeah, okay. Let's just flip Hero Form. We're going to spend the X-Jet, and we're going to exhaust ourselves. So Nick, X-Jet, and exhausting ourselves. Different resources. We've got an energy, mentor, and ours as a wild. So let's just make it a physical for melee. Choose 2 enemies. Deal 3 to each because of Hone Technique, increasing its damage again. 6 and 6. Well, that's the end of Death. Defeated Death. That's pretty impressive. Scientists have been trying to do that for a long time. Famine is down to 6. Oh, look, I can trigger my sunglasses. 3 extra damage. What a devastating character for damage. Surely one of the best damage characters in the game if you build for it. Maybe not, strongest solo because, you've got some vulnerabilities, but if you wanted multiplayer damage and without, dive bomb, this might be the character. I could use Wolverine to end this now, but I think meleeing again is going to be really fun. So I've got this double power in all of us, and then power of aggression, and flash of light. That's going to pay for melee with 3 different resource types. Doesn't really matter now because of our sunglasses, but Hone Technique's still going to trigger because of that. Let's hit 6 damage on War because we really don't like him. He's now at -6. Let's take Famine down to -3. So we have won, but Wolverine's going to lay into them and drive them off for good. So let's get another one down to -3 for the fun. And yeah, Ironheart's just going to fly away into the distance, and we won the game. Nice. I'm really pleased with that. Jubilee's really fun. My first impressions are that, if you are reliant on events, she's an event kind of heavy character. So if you don't get a falling event and you need it, you can be in trouble. But overall, the output is phenomenal. Some games I've had the coat out as well, and I just played her a bunch today, so I got her this morning. And you can just devastate these schemes. You can actually run some side schemes. It's just really, really good. So yeah, thanks for watching this, guys. Hopefully this was enjoyable, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. We're probably going to do, we're not just doing tons of gameplay on the channel now, but because Jubilee just came out, and we're going to have another challenge coming out, I think Monday. You'll probably see another gameplay video next week for that, and then back to analysis. Looking forward to reviewing her. Now, I'll see you guys later. Bye.